Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Di, and this is the final and part 4 of turning an old, horrible, ugly brown paper bag into a gorgeous folio slash journal slash, whatever you want to call it, really, using beautiful papers and lace. And so this is what we have. While part 3, I forget now where we ended, but I've taken this to the sewing machine and I've stitched around every panel, even around the spines separately with white cotton, and it just adds a beautiful texture. So right around every single panel, and it makes the world of difference. And what it's done, of course, on the inside, just flipping it over, you can see that it's going to give us beautiful, strong pockets, which I really like. So no glue for the pockets, they're just all stitched. Now we come to the point to sew in our signatures. So I grabbed some pretty papers, and I had these all sorted for another project and left over, but they're all floral and they're all really pretty. There's 20 pieces of paper, which will give us 80 sides on which to journal and decorate. That's the center of the signature, which is so pretty, and they're from so many different makers. There really are a lot of different design people in there. I have a lot of digital papers. I'm not bragging. I just do. I just love them, and I try and support as many people as I can. Right, now I have to decide. Originally, I was going to put a little journal here in this spine, a little journal in this spine, but then I thought this is the main spine of the outside of the book, and so if I utilize the main spine, and if I do a seam binding, which is one of my favorites, it will then be the closure to keep it all together. And it makes sense, because by the time I bulk this up with goodies, if they're in the main one, then there is room for movement. So I think that will just close against it when it's put in, but this one will be able to close around it, if you see what I mean. So this, no, that's not what I said a minute ago, was it? I said I was going to have it here. Yes, but when it's closed, that will sit around it. Yes. And that pocket's lovely now that it's stitched in. I'm really happy with that. So that's what it will look like. And by the time we put all the extra stuff in that right flap, that'll be all right too. It'll be all right on the night. So this is where we get the crocodile and we get busy. Now, I've always said to do a template, and I'm still sticking with that. It's how I do it. So I'm going to take a piece of paper, the same width as that spine. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that down there like that. Okay, so this will be my template. Just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So there we have the spine, and And I'll just cut it to the right height. I'll fold it. We don't need it for long. Okay, so that's the right height. Actually, we'll leave that fold and then I'll know that that's the bottom. And then we're going to work out where I want the 3 holes. And I'm going to grab the ruler, and it's 8 inches long, so we know that the middle is 4. Okay, so we've got a halfway mark here, and we'll measure 4. So that will be the middle. Then I like to come up about 1 inch from the bottom and 1 inch down from the top. Right, so that's how I get my 3 marks. Then I just take my crocodile, just pop that over to the side for a second. Now I think I like to do, yeah, I'll do the little hole. I'll do the little hole. There's a big hole and a little hole. 1, 2, 3. There we go, 3 holes. Now what we do is we bring that in and line it up, making sure that it is where it's meant to be, and I'll just clip it at the top and clip it at the bottom. Then bring my big crocodile in, and using the template, go through the template again and through the spine. Right. So let me see. That's what it looks like on the outside. It's not perfect, but it's not too shabby either, is it? Now, because this is only paper bag and it hasn't been reinforced, I think we'd better put some nice little what are they called? The little hole reinforcers in. So I think I'll choose gold. 1, 2, 3. There's such a mixture in here. I'm hoping. Oh, it's so hard to get. Oh, now I might. Yeah, I'm going to do it from the outside this way so that they'll look nice and neat. Ah, I should have done the big hole. Okay. I was just thinking a minute ago, I don't know if I've got different sizes. Silly. Oh well. It's, we can fix it, can't we? But I don't. Have I got little ones? Are they called grommets? And they shouldn't all be mixed up in here anyway, should they? I don't think they are. They're all the same for big holes. Okay. Well, this is good to see, isn't it, anyway? It's good to see what happens. So what I'll do is I shall come in again and I will reposition the big one on it and just hope and pray that I center them. Oh, I think that's pretty good. Happy with that. Make sure I've got nothing else under there to make a hole in an envelope. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Okay. Right, happy with that. Let's try again, shall we? No, actually, no. Before I put the grommets in, I will now get the papers, because they've got to have the 3 holes. So I will make sure they're as lined up as can be. Right. Then, using the template, that was, oh no, which was the, wouldn't it be awful to put it in upside down? Yeah, that's the top. Okay, right. And that folded piece was the bottom. And then I think I'll try and maybe okay. Now, this is where you need 6 hands. Little pegs over here. Rats. Okay, so 1 peg there. Where's the other? Is that the fold? Yes, that's the fold. Okay. Right. Now, make sure it's a big hole. We're going to pop it in. Whoops. And line it up as best we can. And pray. Okay, 1 done. This is where sometimes bravery comes into it. 2. I don't know why I'm counting. And oops. getting dark here too. It's big storm coming. Okay. Right. Now we just say a prayer. And hope and pray that they match up perfectly with those. Oh-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Let's get a pokey tool and make sure the okay. So can I just hold it up to the window? Perfect. Thank good. Good Lord. Okay. Right. So now I need to put the grommets in. So we slide that right to the front. We'll put these lovely gold. Doesn't they look lovely? Right, and in we go. My head, I don't know if my head's in the camera. I can't see. Where am I? Aha. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. That didn't go down. Okay. Wonder why. Maybe those, yeah, I haven't been using those gold ones. I'll go back to using, oh no. Oh no. Okay, so which one? That was the one we used. I don't think it's the brass one. Okay, let's try again. Right, so I fixed up the grommets and I've put my 3 signatures in, my 3-hole signature. Which looks really pretty. So now I'm just in a process of just making sure it's snug. I'm not going to knot it. Now that can be just left open as such. I think we'll use the right hand flap to keep that down. I'll just close that over, which is the longer one, this one, and then that can just be tied around to close. Now, who said you can't make a sow's ear into a silk purse? You can certainly turn a paper bag into something that doesn't even resemble a paper bag. Well, certainly not a horrible old brown paper bag anyway. So now that you've seen that, and I'm not going to decorate, I don't think, anymore now. I think I might finish this up and or maybe I should decorate. Maybe we should do tags. Now I'm not sure what to do. I like to make the ribbons nice at the end. Stops them from fraying too. Well, not this is not ribbon, this is seam binding, but you know what I mean. No, this way. Nellie did it wrong. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I enjoyed this. I haven't made a paper bag journal for an awfully long time. It is not perfect, but I don't think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be a fun craft project, and what a lovely little gift to put in someone's stocking bag for Christmas. Or you could make it into anything that you wanted, but so feminine, so pretty, and relatively quick and easy. That's really only been, I know I've done 4 videos, but it's really only been, well, I've been doing other things in between, but I reckon 2 whole days, and away you go. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to get up to some mischief. Okay, bye. See ya.